It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. Another round of afternoon storms has been rolling through the county. The crystallized weather station here in Dillon shows over 1.1 inches of precipitation this month. With over a week to go in May, this month is the wettest month of the year. It's the wettest month since September. Denver Water tells us Dillon Reservoir today is close to the highest it will be all summer at less than 80% capacity. Inflows from local rivers will peak at less than 1/5 of usual. These are the lowest inflows in reservoir history, beating the previous lows from 2012. This week on the State of Summit, fire danger, it's low, and there will be no fire ban in Summit County for the holiday weekend. But why?
What we're doing is really trying to mitigate risk for the community, but also recognize that people's ability to recreate and to have that campfire is important.
That was County Commissioner Tamara Pogue. She and the county board vote weekly to adopt fire bans, but their vote is just one piece of a complicated puzzle.
We do want folks to believe what we believe, which is when you are making data-driven decisions, it's easier for folks to get behind supporting and ultimately to comply.
Back in March, we heard from regional fire experts as they explained the mostly exact science of a fire ban. It begins with that data, including one you might have heard of, ERC, Energy Release Component.
How volatile we think the fuels are going to be, what are we actually experiencing on the ground for number of fire starts, how aggressive are those fires moving, how challenging are they to control.
Then they consider where a fire might start in the forest.
The jurisdiction for who owns that fire is based on the origin of that fire. So if that fire starts on private land, it is essentially fire protections districts, the sheriff's ownership until it were to encroach upon a federally managed land like Forest Service or BLM.
Finally, they consider the people in the forest.
You're generally going to have a baseline of risk that is unavoidable.
Yeah, I mean, the human component is absolutely critical, and I'd say it's in every conversation.
Think of fire danger like avalanche danger. The experts are looking at a ton of data, including what they see with their own eyes. This explains why you might have a fire ban over 4th of July, even if it's been rainy out. Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons compiles this data weekly and brings it all to county commissioners. Just yesterday, they reviewed the latest and agreed campfires are safe. For now.
We believe that it's better not to go in and out, and that once you go in, you're likely going to stay in for a while.
Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. Today we welcome local 7th grader Michaela, winner of this year's Student Poetry Award from Summit Rotary.
I honestly wasn't really trying to win. I was just doing it for fun.
Michaela tells us her poem, titled The Storm, took only 15 minutes to write.
I just was on a roll. I just had a bunch of thoughts and I just wrote them down.
Her teacher, Miss Myers, helped her revise it. And she knew right away Michaela had something special.
When she was reading my poem, she's like, "Man, I really think you're gonna win."
This was Michaela's first time submitting to the Summit Rotary contest. She tells us she will be back next year.
If you get the inspiration to do it, just do it. As long as you try, you can accomplish amazing things.
Come back again tomorrow for another Young Poet. In sports, tonight, the Avalanche are playing the Knights in Game 1 of the conference final. And in local sports, 4 Summit County locals have just been named to the U.S. Skimo team for next season. John Rowan of Breckenridge returns to the Senior B team, racing at some of the most competitive World Cups. Training under him on the developmental team, it's Arthur Whitehead. Back on the junior squad, Ashley Adkins and Finn Brown. The U.S. juniors, they took second this year at the Youth Skimo World Championships. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.